Okay, so we got 70 energy, we got 2 gems, because we have some perks. We are going to be smart. We are going to remember to exit and go do the outdoor room first. Because it has perks that may benefit us instead of forgetting and doing it last. By the way, do we... I don't think we still have a blessing on. I think it would be showing at the top. So if... We don't have any money, though, so if we get the shrine, you know, we're a little boned, but... If we get the shrine, we'll just have to come back later. Oh, thank you. Okay, so we have the hovel. Special floor plans now cost energy instead of gems. We've already got the trading post before. I was not happy with the amount of, like, how much they were trading special items for. The shelter, though, we know what day it is. Let's do the shelter. Let's get in that fucking vault. Let's do it. Hovel can wait for another time. Okay, so today is day 10. Day 6 was November 12th. So today should be November 16th. Oh, right, the allowance on the table. I forgot about that. I also forgot to take a look at actually what time it is. We're talking... I know you're just joking. We actually did try in-game to see if it was going off of, like, the computer, like, system calendar. And it is not. It is absolutely going off of the in-game calendar. What time is it? Okay, that looks like it is maybe 8:30 a.m. Because we have to choose a time at least an hour ahead. God, how is it July, though? Seriously, this year. This year, I tell ya. Okay. We are going to... We have to do that on the computer. Time lock safe. Set unlock date. It is... See, I think we tried this like a couple weeks ago. It is November... What did I say? November 16th? Oops. And it is... We'll set this for like 11 a.m. There. That should do it. Still concerned about the radiation monitor with this. I think at some point we're basically going to have to nuke the house. Because if... Well, not nuke, but you know what I mean. Because if we have a certain level of radiation, all doors in the house will automatically unlock. We're currently at 0.12. And it unlocks at 12. Right? It's an interesting thing that this is a mechanic in the game, because it wouldn't exist if it wasn't to be used, you know? Yeah, and it specifically says that they're often spiked by the experiments in the laboratory, which we've only gotten to once. Okay. So that we should be able to come back. Ooh, if I remember correctly, it's only open for like a couple of hours. Shit, I should have set it for later in the day. Maybe we can check it again to see how long it said? No, I'm afraid if we check it again, it's gonna fuck it up. Just have to keep an eye on the time. Don't see anything. Although I literally can't see anything. The sun is so bright behind my computer. I really need to get like a single blackout curtain for behind my computer. Okay, yeah, so it's 9 a.m. We have 2 hours in-game before it unlocks, because I set it for 11. I think. Maybe we might have set it for 10. Anyways. Let's pick up our allowance. Like a good kid. There we go. Okay, so when we got the book on strategy out of the library, it specifically said to, like, open all the doors and get things kind of set up. Not just make a beeline for the back, which I don't know yet if I agree with. But while we're here, before we, like, trigger a bunch of steps, we're just gonna open these all. So we have to do the nook here. Okay, even though we've put them all down, we're gonna go over and do this one first. So an interesting test that we did last stream as well was we got the metal detector fairly late, and right basically when we ran out of paths and had to backtrack. And we ended up searching literally the entire mansion as it had been built already. And it was, we didn't find a single key or coin. So the random keys and such that spawn on the floor seem to actually be generated by the metal detector and not discovered by the metal detector. It doesn't seem to help to get that when rooms are already on the board. Parlor is gems. We should prioritize gems. 27. Okay, all 3 statements are false. That cannot be true. That has to be false. 2 statements are false. That can be true. The gems are in a box with a false statement. That could be true or false. This one is false. This could be false or true. This could be false or true. Huh. Okay, let's work through each one. So this one has to be wrong. This one, if it is wrong, 2 statements are false. That would mean that only... because all 3 cannot be false. And if 2 are false is wrong, that means that only 1 is true. Which means this one has to be true. Which would mean that the gems are in a box with a false statement, which could be either of them. So that doesn't super work out. So let's try. So if this one is false, if this one is also, or if this one is true, 2 statements are false. Then that's this one and this one being false. The gems are in a box with a false statement, which we are saying is wrong. So the boxes, our gems are in a box with a true statement, which would be this one. Yeah, I think they're in the white box. There we go. Gem. Let's continue to prioritize gems and put in the den. When you say hag, I assume you're closing in on 50s. No, like when you hear hag from me, you should. What time is it? Okay, it's a little after 10. You should, if you've ever seen the movie Legend, Meg Micklebones, that's what you should picture. The terrible swamp hag that tries to lure Tom Cruise down into the muck. That's me. Okay, I want what's in that trunk, but we don't have any keys and we don't have the sledgehammer, so we can't get into that yet. I don't want to, like, head back to the vault yet. I'm afraid we're going to get there too early. I think we go this way for now. We could do the observatory. I do like cranking that up. Needs more draping clothing and more mud in the hair. It's true, I don't like mud a lot. Calling myself a swamp hag is not necessarily the most accurate thing. Let's... fuck it. Although I do assume that there's a point in which... Actually, I shouldn't... Possibly I shouldn't assume that. There is a end game when it comes to the constellations. It only goes up to 20. So I'm wondering if, like, does nothing happen between, like, 15 and 20 here? And after 20, is this room useless? Maybe we shouldn't be, like, cranking through this. Whenever anyone says a swamp hag, I think of, like, a character in Avatar. For me, a hag is not an age, it's a personality, exactly. Diamond Disc Miner. Wait, why did we... Oh, there we go. There, and the twins. Oh, I see, I see. That's... We'll just get, like, 20 and 1, 20 and 2. I gotcha. Well, now that we have those chests in the entrance hall as well. Like, what time is it? We can see a clock from here, which is handy. Do we head back? Maybe we open up one more door and then we head back. Perfect. We can... Did we get the closet? Let's do it. Items. Give me items. We got the key card today. So we don't have to worry about any security doors. That does mean that as soon as we can put security on and up that, it will be quite nice. It's like, I'm not sure if time is actually, like, moving the way that you would think it is, or I guess maybe it is. I thought it might have been tied into, like, the rooms. Oh, fuck, they're locked. That's right. God damn it. Anyways, we're right here. We're gonna go in here. We're gonna get a key. Okay. Oh, no. For a second I got excited, but that's always there. Okay. Have keys in you. God damn it. We tried. Okay, we're going back. I don't want to miss... I don't want to miss a thing. I was actually thinking about that song in that movie the other day, but I don't want to miss the time lock being open. You don't know what's in that safe, to be honest? Yeah, I'm very curious. I'm hoping. Although a lot of the not all of the permanent upgrades, but a lot of the permanent upgrades have been, like, in areas that have those, the little gas things that we can turn. Canned water. So how are you all doing today while we're waiting for this to open up? I had my interview. I made some concentrated agua de Jamaica, which is like a hibiscus iced tea sort of thing. What else? I tried editing my next video a little bit, but I don't know. I didn't have the right energy for it. I was too antsy. Nope, and here's the ad break coming in. We might leave it unpaused during the ad break just to see if we can pop that save. Wait for the time to go through. Oh, it opened! Okay. We're pausing. Guaranteed, like, the second the ad break kicks in, the safe opens. So, in the safe, we have a gem. Ooh, it's the red folders from the dream or from Alizar's vision. Number 7. Dear uncle, the disappearance of my cousin Mary has long sat unfavorably with me and my father, and I will freely admit to you that the chilly airs of indifference that you may have felt in my presence can be attributed entirely to the suspicion that I have harbored for all these past years, suspicions entirely aimed at yourself. And while I have never had the opportunity to prove it, I felt very strongly that you had some deeper involvement in those events 4 years ago. The circulating rumors of those months did nothing but further reinforce my convictions in this fact. Those of us that are once bitten are twice shy, and I am aware of the cost my aggressively aloof behavior has had on the social standing of our family. I do not apologize for my actions, though I am now willing to admit that the conclusions I reached may have been flawed. Last week, I had a confidential conversation with one of our mutual acquaintances, a conversation that has shed more light on this mystery than all of my father's countless fruitless inquiries over the years. I now have reason to believe that you were in fact responsible for smuggling my cousin under cover of night across the red border to the southern seafront. And I believe that this may have occurred in September, a full 7 months after she was reported missing. A date that coincides not with her public disappearance in February, but instead with the notable theft of the ruby crown. I knew that the gems were suspect. If the Blackwater insurgents were in fact responsible for the heist, as some have claimed, I believe this scenario entirely plausible. And the fact that 2 of the crown's 8 rubies have now surfaced has given me renewed optimism that she is still alive. Alive, safe, and finally free. Perhaps my willingness to accept such a sensational story betrays my own desperation. Desperation for answers, desperation for hope, and desperation for a narrative in which you are not the villain. In that distant land we all dream of, the land where the strangling crimson curtains draped across our sky are pulled back, and the windows and shutters of discontent flung wide open. In that distant land I pray one day to find our Marion safe, happy, and absolved. Wow, okay. So this is, of course, referring to the author, like Marion whatever, who is our mom or aunt or great aunt. I don't know. I've been having a little bit of trouble following the family tree, but there was royalist support claims, so like propaganda in the book that she wrote, which was The Red Prince. And there was just a lot kind of going on about like disappearances, intrigue. Interesting. Yeah, one of these 8 shall be lost forever. All right, I'm gonna go to sleep. I'll watch the stream back in the morning, not to miss out on anything important. Good night, everyone. Hope you all have fun. Have a fantastic night, Colin. Hope you get to sleep soon. Sleep well. But damn, okay. Interesting. There does definitely appear to be something else there. Right? There's like something gold there. I don't know why I can't seem to highlight it. The only thing I can highlight is the envelope. Oh, maybe, I think it was the stand the ruby was on. Okay. Okay, that makes sense. So definitely seems more lore-oriented than I expected. I mean, we got one of the envelopes, number 7 there. Nothing else that we can really do anything with, it seems. Okay. It is also interesting that, like, that ruby seems important and significant, but it just got added onto the gem pile. Just the loose gems we have rattling around in our pocket. Lore is definitely neat, yes. Okay, since we are already back here, we still don't have any fucking keys. Oh, the letter is actually there, like underneath where it says entrance hall in the middle. So it's recording our progress with finding the letters. So that's neat. What can I say? I like having recorded progress. Yeah, let's go through the nook. Actually, yeah, let's go through the nook. Just a constant jingling in your pockets on every step, right? People are like, damn, there goes a high roller. Oh man, if we do this, that hallway is just like what a fucking terrible design for a house. You walk into the entrance hall, you go straight, through the main doors, you're expecting to be something, and it's just a hallway with like all the doors blocked off. It doesn't lead anywhere. We could redraw the floor plan. We do have 3 dice. I just hate doing it so early on. We are also like really tight on paths. Let's redraw. This is not much better. I mean, having the commissary early, we got $6. We might be able to get like the metal detector. You turn to leave the hallway, but then you find that the door you used to get in is gone. Welcome to the Twilight Zone. Okay. Doesn't appear to be anything extra. Oh, there's no metal detectors in here today. I mean, the sledgehammer wouldn't be terrible because then we would get into the those lock boxes for free. So I guess we maybe just hold on until we can afford a sledgehammer. Ooh, there's security. Let's spend a gem to do that. It also is like oriented in the way that we want it to be. And we'll be able to turn on more keycard rooms since we have the keycard. Anything extra? God damn, please just leave fruit and gold around everywhere, please. It would be appreciated. Okay, we are going to set the security level to high. Offline mode doesn't really matter. Yes, the 2 trunks, okay. I believe this one is the dead end, yes. Give us a good dead end room. Wine cellar, 3 more gems. Kleptomaniac goblin brain demands shiny objects to hoard, exactly. Yeah, that's a little bit of my issue with enamel pins. They're relatively inexpensive, and it's just like a little piece of art that you can have. I love them. Yeah, 1,213. We still haven't found a use for that. Honestly, that's me with dice. I have not like played a tabletop game or anything in a really long time. I do have a very old set of like tabletop dice that are all frosted white, and they're nice enough. But every now and then I'll be on Etsy and I'll see people making like glitter liquid core D20s and stuff like that, and I'm like, I might need that. You know, like it's something that someday I might need. It's so pretty. Hmm. Okay. So if we put down the furnace, we actually have protection from red rooms because of having the bunker. So we would not be more likely to draw red rooms even if we put in the furnace. The math rocks make the click-clack noise and make the happy chemicals in my brain. There is some sort of, I can't remember what it's called, but I've seen at least one, possibly two, like Balatro-style games with dice. So if you are in the mood for numbers go burr, like that might be up your alley. The greenhouse would be interesting. I don't know if we've ever actually plotted the greenhouse, and there's supposed to be a broken... Hey, Lenneth, how's it going? How have you been? Yeah, like the greenhouse we've been looking for. There's supposed to be a broken lever in there, and technically we have that in the coat check. Let's do the greenhouse. We have lots of gems right now. Okay, everybody squint. It's very hard for me to see what's going on in here. Yep, there's the broken lever. It opens up the southern door. I'm not sure, like, even if we manage to draw back the one that we have in the coat check, I don't know how we would fix it. I'm so deeply hyper-focusing on my Labubu that I don't remember my original personality. I have been following your restoration efforts for that very badly stained, like cloth dye transfer stained one, when you've been posting them on YouTube. So I have been checking that out. That looks like a bashable wall. Where? It does look like a bashable wall now that I lean in and squint at it. The sun is not my friend right now. Oh, we just need 2 more dollary dues and we can get a sledgehammer. Diggable spots as well. Oh, lore. Oh, more music. This is the last page. Okay, 5 is sheets. Okay, 5 sheets. So, the message is exactly what I thought. First words on the sheets are true message. So, the actual first words... This is number 5? This is trees. Interesting. So we need to find sheets 6, 7, and 8 again in order to copy down what the first words are. Because when we found them, I hadn't put together enough of the message to find the real instructions. But the real message that we've gotten so far is find among the white trees. Come on, no dollary dues, really? All I wanted was $2. 2 measly little bucks. No, I don't see anything else in here. Just that possibly bashable wall. The broken lever that we don't have the other part for right now. And the music sheet. Okay. Fuck, we have completely blocked off this side. That is not great. Den, don't fail me now, or this is gonna be like the shortest fucking run we've ever had. I was also thinking the Tickle Me Elmo craze, if you guys remember that too. Oh, we cannot do the storeroom. That would absolutely close it off. We can't do any of these. Okay, redraw, don't fail me now. Ooh. We got one more I mean, I guess we could have done the secret passageway. That was stupid of me. That was really stupid of me. I was looking at the fact that there was no visible door there. Okay. Redraw. Oh, courtyard. And west hallway. Okay, we're good. We're good. I'm not going to do the courtyard. We don't have any, I'm not going to waste a gem on something when we don't have a shovel for it. Come on, give me $2. Give me $2. Terrible. I read the comics and like the old figures, but some K-pop star had one on their bag and kaboom, the West is involved. I see. Yeah. People are terrible in general about a lot of things. Oh, you're seducing me with keys, but I can't. We have to do the terrible chapel. Although, we do have protection. We're not going to lose any money from going through here. You can't hurt us anymore, chapel. We have protection. Wait, is there money? Is there dollars anywhere? Sometimes there's dollars in here. No dollars, damn it. Oh, the cloister is also new. I want to see it. 3 gems, but I want to see it. But they said to not use like gem rooms until you absolutely have to. I swear if that cloister doesn't come up again, I'm gonna be pissed. They're at pantry and we can get $4 and then we can go back and get the sledgehammer. TLDR, there's a drop tonight. I'm ready to fight like hell for the regular folks. You're a hero of the people, Lena. Okay. Yeah, I say we go back and get that because we're only going to get further and further away from the commissary, right? We go back now and get that and pick up the stuff in the entrance hall and the den at the same time. And hopefully that will help us because we're going to start running into locked doors soon. This way. And then over here. Yes, and then the commissary. We get the sledgehammer. We can't afford anything else. And then the greenhouse was very close to here and it had that smashable wall, so we're gonna check that out. You son of a bitch. I have the sledgehammer. We can't use it? I wonder if you need to combine the sledgehammer with something else, because the purpose of the sledgehammer is to break locks off of boxes. So I wonder if you need a combined item. Like, combine the sledgehammer with something else in order to get through walls. I would die for mine. Oh, is that actually Lenneth? Interesting. And we are gonna run out of energy. Oh, no, no, no. Don't walk through there. Oof. That was close. God, I swear we haven't gotten a key from one of these since we, like... Since we unlocked something. Since we started getting the dice. And there's another one right here. Please give me a key. Son of a bitch. These used to be lousy with keys. Okay. Do we keep going north? I feel like we keep going north for now. We'll get 2 keys if we put in the storeroom, but that's so dangerous. I feel like we do the bedroom, because we're gonna have to backtrack through it, so we'll get a couple of energy. Clicky clacky math rocks. We got the munchies this run. It's just because I didn't necessarily have the most practical pathing. Let's do the bedroom. I was hoping for another like locked chest. Interesting. Ah, she's wearing the moon pendant. We got that in that particular room that time. I never noticed we could pick this picture up. She's wearing the moon pendant. She can transform into Sailor Moon. We were actually just talking about dice addiction a second ago. There's that cloister. We're doing it. It came back. It's got 2 paths off of it. We got 10 gems. I really want to see what's in it. So it's this room. So, in the orchard outside, there was a journal entry talking about the cloister. Specifically, it was talking about the statue. I cannot remember if it was talking about, like, a secret or a secret room in here. I mean, it seems pretty straightforward. Other than there being a dig spot. It doesn't look weird up top or anything. I gave away so many dice as rave trinkets over the weekend. Like, partied with 4 whole sets. Or parted with 4 whole sets. But, that's a lot of dice. I don't have a dice problem. You have a dice problem. I have been very tempted. Like I said, if I had the space and the ventilation for it, I would be very tempted to try making, like, some custom dice and stuff. Fuck. Please be open. God, I feel like we need to go back to the pantry just to hopefully pull the storeroom. I just want some keys. Admittedly, if we do the storeroom, then we'll be able to open up that door and the other door in the cloister. So let's do it. $1 our 2 keys, and our gem. No extras today. I do love me some tiered serving platters. I have a couple. They're not the greatest. I really want like the metal frame one where you can put whatever antique plates you want on it. I feel like it's a requirement so that way I can serve fancy tea parties to my friends. Oh, I wonder if, like, you need to use the that's probably it. I bet you have to use the secret garden key off of, like, the cloister or something like that. With the library, whatever room we get on the other side of it will be a less common room. And we'll be able to request another book. Billiard room will give us items, possibly more keys. Let's do the billiard room. We really need keys. My dice problem is that I don't have enough. You never know when I might need to cast something like Meteor's for. What is the silliest or like least practical dice that you have, or die that you have, I suppose? Before I told my brother to basically go fuck himself, I got him like some precision milled dice, which I thought was a pretty good gift. Okay, time for math. And the math gets harder every time, so let's see if we can do it. Okay, so even though this is addition, there's only one thing selected, so the answer is 4. Then we have 15 minus 11, so it's 4, times 3, 12. Okay. We have 18 minus 12 is 6, times 2 is 12, divided by 6 is 2. Okay. Then we have 12 plus 4 is 16. Minus 5 is 11. Times 2 is 22. Divided by 11 is 2 again. There we go. I have one with a small duck inside. Aw. A single key. Oh, well, it's not even... It's the silver key. Okay. Unlocking a room with a silver key leads to a room with many doors. Well, that might be a good last-ditch effort for us, but... we will use a regular key, our only regular key. Oh, green rooms don't cost him. After, yeah, we're not... Because they specifically said, too, and this is on me. I was stupid. We have the greenhouse, which gives us extra green rooms. We should have waited to get the cloister until after we got the terrace, because all green rooms after we put this in are free. However, that would block off the path if we were to use it. Dining room. We're at rank 6 currently. We desperately need energy. Let's put in the dining room. So the dining room gives us nothing currently. Although it did give us a gem. Thank you. The key thing about the dining room is that in 2 more moves, it will give us like 20 energy. Fuck. Okay, we're gonna use it. Fuck it. We're gonna use it. Okay. Conference room is nice to have in. Let's do the conference room. Even though we're still protected from the gymnasium. Sports cannot hurt us right now. Thank God. Key reader. Interesting. We spread gems in each green room. They should just all come back into this room. We should start fucking with the laboratory, though, at some point. I think we do the laboratory. We need to start figuring some of this shit out. We got lots of gems, you know? Like, spreading gems isn't the top priority. We are now going to go back and get the food. We got a pizza today. I had pizza for dinner as well. It was a post-interview treat. We also had these tiny little ice cream sandwiches. Okay. Everybody, be smart. Put your thinking caps on. Let's figure this shit out. I typically work over at Cinca Labs, but got sent over here for a month to assist more with the new turbine tests, so I think I need some help. For the past 3 days, I've been unable to find the laboratory on the estate. Today was the first success on that front. Can anyone tell me if this is typical, and if so, how do you get any work done? Before I arrived, I was briefed on the way the doors work, but I must admit I did not expect to be excluded from my new workstation for the first week. I mean, I'm just here to get paid. Like, as long as you're drawing that paycheck, if you can't physically make it to the office, that is not your fault. Okay? Any tips from my fellow technicians would be appreciated. Kimberly Thompson. Okay, we got another key reader door out of here, which is nice. I can't use that microscope, but it's so nice looking. Oh, this is not nice looking. I don't like flask puzzles. Heating and cooling curves, H2O melting point. Okay. I mean, I do understand how Celsius works. Test 205 at atmospheric pressure. I don't understand what you're saying. So this completely thaws slightly below room temperature or something? God, do we have to do something with the furnace? This is gonna be like one of those things where like we can't actually do anything because we need other certain rooms in here, isn't it? Okay, I can't interact with that either. We do have the periodic table of elements, which I do not know well enough to know if this is accurate or if it's fucked up. I'm like, it's got hydrogen and helium at the top. That's the extent of my knowledge. Like, I was never into chem. I really liked bio. Physics was just too much math. I was like, no, you cannot force me to take physics. Not a lot to interact with. Like, yes, the sciences. I almost went into science instead of art. I wanted to be a cytogeneticist. I really loved that sort of thing. Okay, this is fake. It's red. Effective immediately, electronic mail can only be accessed via the security terminal. We know that that is incorrect. This is another one of those, like, double pictures. We have, like, a chart or a graph or something, but it's matched with, like, a crate or a box. I don't see what the missing letter is there. Okay, hear me out on this one. I use gold on the periodic table, and gust is another word for wind. Therefore, the month of August is a JoJo reference. Is there some sort of golden wind in JoJo? I think I'm on chapter 3 of JoJo or something. I'm really struggling with it. I haven't read it in quite a while. The scan I'm reading is not particularly good either. Okay. This is going to be a pain in the ass. We're going to have to write down the letters in the order that they have listed here. Okay. You guys are going to have to excuse me while I do a lot of walking back and forth. I think this deserves a fresh page in the notebook. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in from the left on the bottom row. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is PU. This is why, like, you know, escape rooms are collaborative things where you have one person who's in front of one chart and one person's in front of the other, and you're just yelling back and forth to each other. Ugh. And of course, I need two hands to fucking steer. Let me put my pen down. I've already managed to screw myself up by trying to work ahead. What number were we on? Were we on 4? You know what? I'm gonna do this the not stupid way. I'm gonna just pull up a browser window with a periodic table and hope that it's not a fake one in the game. I refuse to walk back and forth, okay? No, I think it's not right. Either that or I miscounted to begin with. Fuck. Yeah, I've got to restart. Ugh. Ugh. I hate this. Okay, 1 is bottom row. It is the 6th in from the left. Is that it? There's nothing else after 12? That appears to be it. So the message is push 3 up after 9. So now we just got to figure out what that means. Okay. So are we just supposed to push up 9 and then push up 3? We even we can interact with this. Push 3 up after 9. Don't know what that did. Oh, it's maybe because there's no power to this room? I got it. This machine requires additional power piped in from the boiler room. God damn it. Well, at least we have the puzzle. In the laboratory, you're free to experiment by testing and combining different mechanics to create an original and unique house feature that will last until the end of the day. Interesting. Do we immediately want to gain a star? I feel like if we do, we won't necessarily get the ability from it. I don't really necessarily want any of these. don't know. I feel like I guess I thought that there was more things to do in here. But we need to get the boiler room. Okay, we're gonna do the weight room. We still have this is the other room that has the wall that we think that we can smash. And we have the sledgehammer, but I don't think that we're going to be able to smash it. I think we need to do something to the sledgehammer in order for that to work. But we're currently protected from the effects of red rooms. So let's put the weight room in. Yeah, we can't seem to do anything to that currently. Vault. It was the boiler room we needed, right? Not the pump room. Again, let's do the gymnasium. We're still protected from red room effects, for now at least. There, I think we've used up all of the protection. We have access, well, we are near the antechamber. Mailroom. We will have some items tomorrow. Also, oh, we don't have the magnifying glass, though. There, order placed. Yeah, okay, it's the same letter. I wondered if we'd have a different letter every time we came in here, because we are technically collecting, like, the stamps there if we have the magnifying glass. We've only managed to find 2 stamps so far. Yeah, we've already done that puzzle. Please return all correspondence and packages addressed to Denny Ravane to sender as he no longer employed with our staff. There's something written in the doodle. I can't remember what it says and I can't read it currently. Okay, at least we've gotten the items for next time. I think this one is... No. I was gonna say plain and flame, but that's not the way it works. Okay, we're gonna spend a gem so that way we have access to this door as well. It does block off the aquarium, but we're not too far away. We should be able to get through, hopefully through the foundation. Or sorry, it blocks off the foundation, but we should be able to get through via the aquarium or the courtyard. Actually, the courtyard works better. It's angled the right way. No, never mind. That blocks off the fucking antechamber. We'll do the aquarium. We've only had this once before as well. Oh, a key. Thank you. We are definitely going to have something where we need to drain all of the water out of these. Okay, so we're gonna go down and hopefully get back into around into the foundation. Yeah, that shit's good. We've never put the passageway on. try it. That will give us some really good connectivity. We got lots of gems. This house layout's fucked anyway. I have a feeling we're gonna hit a wall soon. Let's try it. There's so many, like, just little random things in this game, and I'm so trained by other games to be like, there's a slightly different texture here. That means something. It's significant. This box must mean something, you know? But, like, everything is, like... There's always little bits in this game. Okay, we have a card reader door. Let's try the ones that are not card readers first. This is the one that we want to be open the most. Do not be locked, please. Thank God. Okay, we're gonna put the courtyard here. So that way it connects up to the foundation. We got a shovel. We found so many dig spots too, and there's no way we're gonna get back to all of them. I feel like maybe I do need to, like, bite the bullet and put this room in earlier, because there is such a high chance of the shovel being in here. Or at least it feels like there's a high chance of the shovel being in here. Wow, 2 coins. I'm so glad I upgraded this room to have 5 dig spots. Okay, let's go through the foundation. That room's blocked off. But yeah, because of the aquarium. Don't be locked. Son of a bitch. Like, for the first time, we actually have all 3 sides of it open. Nope. Nope. We'll see. More coins. Please give me a key. A key would be very nice. Bitch. I missed this one. Oh, I mean, I'll take the energy. Okay. Is down through the courtyard. Ugh. Okay, back in through the passageway. We'll check this one because this is blocked off. Ooh. Is it worth it? We'll never make it back. So what I'm oohing about is we have the coat check with the broken lever of the, like, to get into the antechamber, but the place that the broken lever goes in is the greenhouse. So if we take that lever from the coat check, we would have to walk back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Yeah, we would just get there. And it's not like we would then be able to get back to the antechamber again. I think we have to leave it. We want the boiler room, right? Let's put in the lavatory. It's a red room that doesn't actually have a negative effect. No items in here today. Okay, let's try this one. Ugh. Okay. We're not completely blocked off, but we may as well be. We need to go back down to the pantry to keep moving. Yeah, at this point, it's very much just like continuing to explore and see what else we can find, because I don't think that we're going to get anything particularly helpful. At this point. It is the boiler room, right? Yeah, and we haven't seen the boiler room. So we have to... I'm like, I'm low on energy. Can I eat the leftovers? Yeah, we cannot pull the lever, Kronk. Oh, we have a shovel now. We need to pay attention to dig spots that we ignored before. Oh, I see. How do we get in there? There doesn't seem to be a way to get in there. Interesting. So, definitely something secret in the cloister. I thought we just needed a shovel, but apparently we need something more. Give us the forbidden dig spot, exactly. Was there dig spots in the greenhouse? I can't remember. I feel like there might have been. But we're gonna go to the pantry. We're gonna go into the chapel, we're gonna turn. Yes, this way. We get a couple more for walking through here. Dark room is the only one that works, but we won't be able to see what the floor plan is. We've put in too many red rooms, so we're no longer protected. So I say that we redraw. We can put in a pool. That's right. We were fucking around in the pump room, and we put more water in the pool. We need to take more water away from the pool. I feel like because there's actually stairs into there, there might be something that we can do. It is very tempting just to put the sauna in and get the extra energy for tomorrow. And just take the loss here, basically. We could put in the kitchen and buy some more food and keep going. Let's do that. I'm like, we still have some resources at this point. It seems silly just to end it. We will take... Ooh, hello. How many green rooms do we have? We have 3. So this will give us 15. Yeah, it's cheaper and it gives the same amount. Oh, 20! Jesus, I miscounted. There. We have quite a bit more energy now. Can I have the oven mitts? No. Okay. Like, we get all that energy and then we have all dead ends. Okay, come on, redraw. That was our last redraw. I guess we just take the sauna now. We'll take that extra energy for tomorrow now. So dramatic. We get all the energy back. Yeah. And there's running shoes. I guess we can go out to the garden and take a look at that information about the cloister again. That's something that we can do. Because we have the extra energy. Okay, let's see what this said about the cloister again. That's right. The majority of the green rooms are only available along the edges. The terrace, the patio, the veranda, and the morning room, the greenhouse, and the secret garden. Yeah, like I said, we have that. We've seen the secret garden key before, but we're not sure where to use it. It's interesting that there's like a spade here as well. I'm like, do we need that to dig up in the cloister? But that doesn't really make sense because why wouldn't the shovel has a larger reach, right? Ah, that's right. I forgot that certain rooms have better like the dig spots have better results in certain places. I forgot about that. Yeah, I'm never gonna be able to remember this enough to do like tactical like placements. I guess we'll just have to remember. We'll try to just remember the best one, the rich soil, which it being like 3rd on the left, and then 4, 7, and 9 on the right. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Okay, the smudge pots. Yeah, we turned off the gasoline valve. This is the important thing. After a few months of idleness, I have a new cause to champion and I've submitted a request for a change of scenery. Specifically, I would like to replace the statue of Arinda currently in the cloister with a much more appropriate angel, Rinna. After all, as beautiful as the statue is, shouldn't the greenery of Mount Holly be governed by the paragon of gardening? Though amused, I don't think Anne took the request too seriously, though she did humor me and listen to me rave and pontificate on the subject for the better part of our lunch yesterday. And she wonders why I avoid tending the cloister. Truth be told, I've forgotten how to access the inner garth and I'm too scared of chastisement to probe for the particulars for a 3rd time. Yeah. I'm not the only person who can't figure out how to get to the inner part of it. My best rendition, pretty good considering I've only ever seen Rinna's depiction in a chapel. So there might be something with the fact that... So Rinna is the angel that he wants in there. I didn't clock which angel the statue actually was. She was holding up... yeah, it says Arinda. But I didn't... see, she had like a rod or something that she was holding up. There is like a number associated with each of the angels in the chapel as well. Do we go back to the chapel and try to see if we can figure out? It's not that far into it. We have the energy. Okay, so this is the one that he wanted to have there. Tell if there's something behind that starburst. I feel like maybe this is the one that is actually there. We should go back and see if she's wearing like a hat. She had like some sort of staff with like a round thing on the end. Cloister's not far at all. And it looks more like a crown than a chef's hat. Crown, wings, and like some sort of stave of some sort. Why can't we jump the wall, right? Like, is this a horror game? Is a knee-high object enough to stop us? Yeah, I feel like that could be her. Which is interesting that, like, it's number 2, and then the one that he wanted is number 1. I think it's like it's most likely her because the other ones seem like they have more specific shaped objects or hats or something, you know? I don't know how that helps us, but okay, I think that's it. I don't think there's anything else that we can explore. Okay, let's call it a day. Okay, Mount Holly Garden Manor, 4 green rooms. Total rooms 35, rank reached 9, steps taken 119, and items found 7, new rooms 3. So much energy. Sleeping mask, coupon book, and 2 keys. Okay, I mean, not my favorite. I would love the lockpick set and the metal detector or the shovel or something like that, but I won't turn my nose up at it. You know, extra energy. I feel like the coupon book is like the least useful. Okay, we'll pick up our allowance. And then we'll go and do the outside room. It's so funny how before we came out the garage, I literally never once thought about turning around to try to go outside. Which is especially rich considering that, like, for anyone who's seen me play a Metroidvania, the first thing I do is turn around and go left. Like, ooh, 2 special items. We've never had the classroom, though. Like, there could be lore in there. I do like special items, but I do also like learning more. Maybe we try the schoolhouse. Let's do it. Herbie, that's, I believe, our brother. It might be our uncle or something. It's hard to, like I said, it's hard to keep track of, like, what the actual relationships are. Within a timely manner. that is a pun. Or there's something with that, because they're both referring to, like, the phrase of, like, you know, doing it within a reasonable amount of time, but also I think they're talking about the manner as in the house itself, within a timely manner. Nope, we got some lore. Closing address. For the last 38 years, it's been my pleasure of serving as your schoolmaster in this humble little facility. And as meager as it may look by modern standards, I think most of us who spend our afternoons here will readily admit that we are reluctant to see this small piece of Reddington history go. I first wish to thank Lady Epson, our most gracious host today, for not only paying attention in my classes those many years ago, but for all the fundraising she's done on behalf of our community and our children. Without her, Reddington Elementary would still be a distant and blurry vision. A vision that I dared not even dream. That dreamer is, of course, the incomparable Mrs. Peterson, our future principal and my reluctant successor, who I might add, forced me to give this speech, so I think I'll end my praise of her there, though she deserves much more, I'll admit. To the architect of our new school, the Baron Sinclair, thank you for following in your father's footsteps and building Reddington yet another school, and also for allowing the use of your own private residence and floor plan to serve as our interim facility until the new campus is completed in March. A decision I'm certain he will immediately regret tomorrow morning when he hears children running through his halls. And lastly, I wish to thank all my students, many of you here today, whom I have not seen in years, whose faces I still remember as young and manners wild. Those here whose parents before them I have also taught and whose children I may yet. Without you, I would have had a lifetime of quiet peace. And yet, what is all the peace in the world if you have no one to bestow demerits upon? Thank you all sincerely. My time here has meant the world to me, and if I am still standing in 8 months, I will see you all at the slightly less melancholic ribbon-cutting ceremony next year. Remember to give Mrs. Peterson her gift. Is there a present here somewhere? Oh, ooh, you see that? Do you see that? Do you see that? That is going to light another fire by the stairs. This is definitely an important place to have mapped. One left. Arson time. Not quite. Not quite. Less destructive. More planned. Well, I mean, I guess there are definitely planned arsons, don't get me wrong. But yes, interesting. And like I said, this isn't over because now there are up to 8 classrooms that we may draft and see more lore and learn more as we're going through the mansion today. Why is this game so good? While we're here and we have our dollary dues, let's throw another in. I don't know what that's gonna do, but bold of you to say that throwing a Molotov isn't planned, yeah. I just accidentally, whoops, it slipped. Are those flowers the same as they always have been? Okay, so like last time, we're gonna open up all the doors first, and then we're going to go through them. God, this is quite the room 1 to draft. Jesus. Guess we'll do the library right away. Classroom already. Ooh, gemmed. While drafting it in classroom, you may draw new floor plans 1 time for each classroom in your house. So as you keep going, they'll get like, you'll get more and more chances to redraw. We don't want to start putting in gem rooms like immediately though. This is bad though. Like, we only have $1 anyway. We'll put in the chapel. Okay, prioritize gems. What's today's craving? What do I want to munch on? Honestly, even though I had an ice cream sandwich with dinner, I really want a slushie. I think a slushie would be really... Because I want something, like, cold and, like, maybe a little refreshing feeling, you know? This is the edge, yes. So there's nothing wrong with putting the parlor in here. Getting more gems! Hello, change purse. Okay, this in conjunction with the coupon actually is much more interesting. Okay. Time to be smart. Only 1 box is true. That is always true. Actually, no. More than 1 box can be true. That's wrong of me to say that. Only 1 box is true. Only 1 box contains gems. That one is true. Only 1 box can contain gems. So if this is true, this cannot be true. The gems are in the white box. Okay. Only 1 box contains gems. That is true. Only 1 box is true. That is false. No, that could be true or false. The gems are in the white box. Okay, so this has to be true. If this is true, it's a paradox. It can't be true. So this has to be false. Which means that this is also true, so the gems are in the white box. Okay. So we're going to go through here. We don't really need the energy currently. Yeah, let's put the courtyard. It's a fairly cheap gem room. Like I said, it often has the shovel or the sledgehammer in it. I don't feel like it's necessarily a terrible one to put in early. Ooh, metal detector. This is a fantastic early pickup because, like I said, I feel, yeah, greater chance of finding keys and coins. I believe that this actually spawns them. Okay, so we obviously can't dig any of this right now. Let's go across. Security just matches everything up so nicely. If we manage to get the... Let's do it. I can't resist the security room. All the doors instantly open because we've been in the other rooms already. It always kind of spooks me when I go into a room and it opens up all the doors. I feel like currently we set the keycard system to low because we don't have the power off yet. And we set the status to unlocked. with the hope that we'll find either the key, like the card, or we'll find the room to turn the power back on. I don't want to walk through the chapel because I don't want to lose my last dollar. Okay, we haven't actually been in here yet. We can request the next book that we want. Okay, so we've done the pump system and the drafting strategy. History of Arinda, that has to do with the that's the saint that's in the garden, I believe, or the one that the gardener wanted. Just turning the lamp on, just realizing how dark it's gotten. The Sightseer's Guide to Reddington will explain more about the town. Let's do the history of Arinda. I really am, right now, I'm very invested in the cloister. Anything else? We can take a quick peek at our stats upstairs. Yeah, we've solved the billiard room and the parlor every time we've drafted them. Red letters 1, interesting. Yeah, we haven't gotten an upgrade disc in like a really long time. We were finding them so quickly at first. Was there always a window here? Yeah, you can see why in that photo of our uncle there or whatever. Yeah, I thought that was a lever in the background when it's just the faucet for the bathtub. Oh, interesting. There's writing beside the picture of the magnifying glass there. You need the magnifying glass to see. I feel like we might have read that in a previous game. Yeah, now that we've drafted the passageway once, it's no longer our most avoided floor plan. Still nothing on this page. I'm very curious to find out what this is. But yeah, I could go for a slushie today. I should, one of the things that I'm going to buy myself when I get a job is a bottle of gin, because I've just discovered that I enjoy gin. And I feel like some sort of gin slushie would be delicious. Really? Really? Because we're doing the aquarium. Fuck. So much for, like, rarer floor plans being drafted off of the library. The only rarer one here is the freezer. And it's a dead end. Ooh. We got something in here. Oh, and we got the shovel. Fuck yeah. God, so we have the garden. The courtyard is, like, not too far away. I don't really want to spend the energy walking around it. We might just spend our $2 to walk through the chapel. Let's do it. Any money in here? No. Come on, give us something. Ooh, hello. I'll take the extra energy. Maybe we will walk around so that way we don't pay to go through the chapel again. Alright, we did it partially for free. We'll go through the chapel again. There. Oof. And we got no rerolls. Okay, it's a shit spot for the bedroom because we're only gonna walk through it like twice, but still. At least we can get whatever is in that corner. But this is some rough placements. Oh, we got another gem there. That's the first time I've noticed there's like that kind of weird scratch marky sort of thing. Huh. Huh. I said it's so hard sometimes to tell if it's just like flavor or if it's actually significant. Okay. So we need to go back to the courtyard to go up now. We'll pay our last $1 to go through. I'm not walking around. Not when we might hit a dead end immediately. I'm like, I'm not wasting all of that time just to hit a dead end. Okay, I feel like the spare room gives us a little bit more safety than the classroom. So let's do the spare room. Oof. I guess we're putting in the gym. Not great, but we do have plenty of energy. Man, I think this is the furthest into the house we've ever drafted the hallway. Let's do the observatory. It's going in the correct direction. Closet is also very tempting. But let's do the observatory. Nothing extra. Nope. Farmer's apple. Apples are extra delicious today. We'll see if we find any apples. I hear that death gods really love apples. It's too bad that show went off the fucking rails. Manga too. Like, don't let anybody tell you the manga's better than the show. It's not. It's also just like, really, what the fuck. Let's do the corridor. I haven't really been writing down, like, the duplicate, like, the paired paintings today. I'm gonna have to focus on that at some point. Let's do the pantry now. Banana! We wanted an apple. Yes, yes. Oh, there's an apple. Okay, it was the money I was looking at. Money is not a banana, although there is always money in the banana stand. I guess we do the closet here. It's not particularly helpful to do the boudoir because we can get to that through the hallway. Let's get our 2 items and see what they are. I had a feeling it's going to be the lucky rabbit's foot. Which I don't mind. I'll take all the extra items that I can get. Okay. Let's put in a classroom. Let's start doing that, although we are low on gems. Grade 1. Oh, that's going to be possibly important. Let's write that down because is it a code though? Because there's 2 O's. O is both yellow and green. And is that really violet or is that pink? You know, like it doesn't hurt to write it down, right? Having extra knowledge, whether it is accurate or used, it doesn't matter. Like, not having it is the worst thing. Okay, schoolroom grade 1 colors puzzle. C is violet. O is yellow. L is blue. O is green. R is red. And S is orange. Like, you should have just spelled it the Canadian way and had a U in there, and then you wouldn't have had to add an S to the end. Each color is only used twice. B+ for Benny. Fill in each object below with its correct color. My favorite color is red. What was the name of our brother or whatever that we've seen a couple times that there was another kid? "10 out of 12. Each color is only used twice. So yellow is only used once. Something else is supposed to be yellow. There's something here that is supposed to be yellow or green. Oh, that's yes, because he's used the wrong color. He's used yeah, blue 3 times and red 3 times, which of course blue prints and red prints. So is the idea here that we're supposed to... You think lizard should be green? Then what should be yellow? Is it like the flag or like blueprints would be blue, right? I don't know. I guess the flag would have to be a different color, possibly yellow. Yeah. Okay, we'll have to keep those in mind to find things that maybe that are the wrong color. Classroom puzzle. Can you find the difference? This is Stage and Sage. We already have that one. It's interesting though that they're calling that. Oh God, they have them on multiple desks. Oh my God. Okay. 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 So the flag is supposed to be yellow because this kid got less correct. They got 9 out of 12, while the other kid got 10 out of 12. Yeah, and this kid got 10 out of 12 as well. And the lizard is green. And the flag is yellow. So yeah, I think that's what it was. So we'll have to keep an eye out for, like, lizards and flags or something? I don't know how this works out. Apple on the teacher's desk. Another one here. 2 out of 12. You must really like red. Yeah. Interesting that yet again the name is Caleb. Because Caleb Manning is one of the authors of the books that there was the whole thing with, like, royalist stuff. And red is the royalist color in this. So Caleb being the student there that only colored in red. Can't seem to do anything with this. It might be something that we can't do anything with until we reach a different classroom. Because there are 8 of them. So it might be just that we need to carry... It's interesting that the 8 is sideways, so it's infinity. And yellow and green, the 2 colors that were screwed up there, they were the 2 O's. Which, again, if you're reading a lot into it, you could say that you put the 2 O's together to make an 8. And there's 8 classrooms, and this is, you know? We might be reading too far into it, but I don't think there's anything else to do in here. Well, it's very early for the dining room. That's only rank 5. And we have plenty of energy. Oh, we are so low on gems, though. I think we have to do the dining room. Oh, hello. What do we got? There we go. Okay. I think we go through this one first. We have 1 redraw. While drafting, you may spend gems to redraw floor plans up to 8 times. Have we ever had the study? That doesn't really sound familiar. Let us color the page. We crave stimulation. Okay, so we have to do a dead-end room. I say we do the study because I don't think we've ever seen it before. This is definitely looking unfamiliar. Another safe? God damn, this is like the 3rd safe? So the first number that we saw, what was that? Was it 1213? 1218 from the, oh god, I should have written that down. From the wine room? No. Nope. And then... It would help if we knew how many fucking digits this was supposed to be. No, the only other number code we had was the darkroom tree photo. Oh, that's right. We got that clue that was oh, that's right. We still need some more of it, because the find among the white trees, and I'm like, wait, we've been outside. We haven't looked at the white trees, but there's still 3 pages we're missing. Thank you for the gem. Stand back, I got this. 1, 1, 1, 1. No. 69, 69. 69, 420. No. I said it would help if we knew how many digits it was supposed to be. I got an actual quill pen. Yeah. There's a French, like lullaby or like children's song or whatever, that mentions a quill pen, that it always makes me think of it. And it was also in the movie Quills, with Jeffrey Rush, if you've ever seen that movie. It was actually, it's a sad movie. It's a very dark movie, but it's a very good movie. It's, basically about the Marquis de Sade, who his name is where the term sadism comes from. He wrote pornographic material and was deemed insane and locked up as a result. And so in the movie, it's him at the insane asylum and a young woman who's like a laundress there, who kind of befriends him. And it's a good movie, but like I said, it's very sad and very dark. Yeah, here's some of the ones that they were working on. So sturdy, study, face, ace, beard, bard. Like it's showing yet again. Crossing out. Why did they cross out craft, raft, draft, raft, smile, mile, vial, viral? Face and ace are the ones in the entryway. Huh. I don't know if it's possible with so little time left, but I need to remember to ask Anne if we can commission new artwork for all the rooms of the house. We need them produced in sets of 2, a pair for each room. Honestly, I have no idea what I'm thinking. I'm likely delusional to think this can be pulled off by Thursday. I mean, you did it. This is like the 3rd call out to the artwork and the messages within it, but I just don't know. Yeah, this one is chart and cart. Really, there's like nothing I can interact with in here? Like you're gonna torment me with blueprints? Is that the dining room? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no! Oh god. Okay, I'm gonna draw that off stream and have it ready for next stream. So all the recording that we've been doing has been for nothing because it has to be plugged in the room that we found it in. Yeah. Unused pairings. I don't know if it's important to write that down. God, what a fucker. I just got scared by my own freckle. I thought I felt something on my arm and looked down and saw a freckle and I'm like, ah, there's a bug on me. Son of bitch. Okay. Well, at least we now know what to do with this, even if I am not happy about what to do with this. Yeah, just info in this room, I guess. I mean, eventually it's gonna be something, but... God damn, okay. Okay, back through the dining room, the other side. I guess... Oof. Dark room is dangerous. We still have the gymnasium to get through. We redraw? Oh, we can redraw! Why can we redraw? We can spend a gem to redraw. Choose our die. Another classroom. And it's oriented the correct way. The utility closet, we have already turned off the key cards. I feel like we have to do the classroom because if we don't, the only way to continue going is back through the gymnasium. Got something in here. Where's the metal? Oh, there. Stealing from kids. We're just the worst. Okay, mathematics, it's starting to add up. Addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. Again, yeah, this is the dartboard puzzle. Like taking lunch money from a second grader. Yeah, pretty exactly. I don't even want to try to figure out what that is. Like pilot and plot. I'm like, oh, I don't want to draw this yet. I don't want to draw this yet. It's too close to the end of stream and we still have more to do. We're gonna ignore that one for now. And hope that we figure it out later. Ugh. Find each sum without using signs. Yeah, 2 plus 5 is 7. 4 plus 9 is 13. Yeah, well, it's not, but yeah. Some of these are obviously going to be wrong because you got 9 out of 12, but we still have 80 steps. I know, we're definitely not ending in like 7 minutes. We're going to run late today. But we do have to actually progress. We can't just sit here until like 3 a.m. and be like, I still have 80 steps left. Do I want to figure this out and figure out which ones are wrong? I don't know. Like, that might be a code for something. Look at the colors, yeah. It's just like, if it is a code for something, I'm not sure what it is. If there was only one sheet, then figuring out the ones that were wrong. But, like, the kids got different ones wrong, you know? Like 6 minus 1 minus 3 is 2. That's one that this one got wrong. I think that the 6 times 1 is just 6 times 3 then is 21. No, that's not even 21. Damn it. I'm bad at math. But anyways, I don't know what this will help us to find. Yeah, the worksheet here, we can't interact with it. Same sideways 8. Maybe just move on. I don't want to waste a lot of time on that. Oof. God, if we do the commissary, that's the last gem. Somehow we have 5 redraws. Oh, yes, we're allowed to do that in the classroom. God damn, give me something that goes places. We can do the wine cellar, get the gems, and then backtrack through to the gymnasium. I think that's going to be the move there. And hope to God that the gymnasium isn't locked. No, we have keys. We're fine if it is. It was 13. Damn it. Hey, Mo, how's it going? Welcome back. How is your evening treating you? We have to turn there. Yes. And this way. Through the gym. Yeah, we'll lose a little bit of energy, but that's fine. Okay, we do have... For some reason, we can redraw floor plans with gems. I don't remember what gave us that ability. Nothing we have seems to actually give us that ability. I'm not sure why we can do it. But we're gonna have to, because this is the end of the map. Otherwise... I really don't want the dark room. Because we don't know what the last room is going to be. Like, the room on the other side is going to be. But it at least gets us through. We'll do it. We'll do it. Just got home. How's it going? It's going pretty good. We had some very interesting developments. A lot of lore that we found. We lit another, like, flame around the staircase that we've been trying to get through. I feel like there was other interesting things that we did. Fuck. And here's the furnace. And that's the end of the map. So, I mean, it's perfect timing because this is basically the end of stream. We do have a shovel. We can dig. Got some more coins. Have we ever seen the boiler room? We need it for the laboratory, but I don't know if have we ever drafted it? pump room. Wouldn't be a bedroom. It wouldn't be a hallway. No, we've never drafted the boiler room. Interesting. Had a birthday dinner, took baby, woke her up, and she cried. Oh. Okay, well that's basically it. Is there anything else that we wanted to poke at, go back to, explore? I don't think there's anything we need to fuck around with outside. I think that's basically it. We got that huge piece of information that all of the pictures we've been looking at, that we've been matching up, like the letters, they actually have to correspond to the room that it's in. So I will draw that before stream, like the map in my notebook before stream tomorrow. So that way we're ready to start actually recording the information and not just having it be random. But I think that is going to be it. We will call it a day here. Mount Holly Architects Villa, 5 drafting rooms, total rooms 26, rank reached 6, steps taken 51, items found 7, new rooms 3. Yeah, we did get a couple of new rooms there.